Greetings, tasty morsels. This is Reverse BLT here. Welcome back to the channel. Tonight I am watching episode 5 of the first season of Severance.
Ooh, bacon.
This episode is called The Grim Barbarity of Optics and Design. Is Dylan right? Is someone about to get disemboweled by Christopher Walken? What can I say about this show? I am loving this show. I love mystery. I love sci-fi. I love creepy shit. This show is just like ticking all the boxes. And so far, without getting too much on my phobias, so we haven't had anybody trapped in any boxes yet. We did have Helly try to like chop off her freaking fingers. That's not really a phobia of mine, but like my mirror neurons are apparently very strong because the minute that I saw her with that paper cutter, like I can't even think about it. I can feel the pain of her doing that. Ever since I was a little kid, though, that was one of those things would just be like, you want to talk about the intrusive thoughts. Like I was never able to use a paper cutter without thinking about cutting off my freaking fingers. Anywho, neither here nor there. Last episode we had Petey's funeral. Mark went to it because outside him is still dealing with the shock of meeting Petey outside and starting to wonder more and more about this life that he has, or that this other version of him has. His boss was there though, because she is the same person, it seems anyway, on the outside and the inside, and she was there to retrieve the chip. The big thing that was weird to me about that, though, is when she brought the chip to Milchek on the inside, he asked, "Is this Petey?" Now, on the surface, you think to yourself, oh, well, it just means like, is this from Petey? But words have meaning.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
And I'm very particular sometimes with the way people word things. And I'm sitting here wondering to myself now if the innies are programs that exist on the implants, in which case inner Petey is still around, kind of. I had thought it was just some sort of like, electromagnetic generator kind of thing that just blocked signals to certain parts of the temporal lobe. But yeah, now I'm thinking that there's going back again to like first episode where I thought maybe this was all simulation, kind of does get back to that again, because if there is a chip and their inners exist on the chip, then yeah, I mean, we are back to kind of a simulation. Be curious to see where that goes. But lots of different bits of outside information that challenge the sort of belief system that the inners are. I need to stop saying inners because every time I do, it makes me think of The Expanse. The innies is being challenged by all this, like, got a book. Mark's sister's pretentious husband, I guess, so his brother-in-law wrote, that is challenging some of their ideas about what it means to be severed. We've got like the map that Petey left behind that Mark had been obsessed with, but then Helly found it and kind of called him out on it, and so he's very impulsive, I've noticed, when he gets called out, and so he just went ahead and shredded it. And speaking of impulsivity, Helly decided she no longer wanted to hang around at work, so she decided to hang around in the elevator.
Too soon.
I'm on like a pun roll today. But yeah, I don't think that that's going to be successful. I think that's going to be one of the running things throughout this whole series. Well, maybe not through the whole series, but definitely for a while, of Helly just trying over and over and over again to get out of this. But outer Helly is 100% committed. That drives the single biggest question for me is, what the hell is Lumon doing? What is the mission? What is so important that they would go this far and that the people would be this dedicated to it? I mean, granted, the other people, like Mark, for instance, seems like this is just mainly a job for him, and he was interested in the severance thing so that he could forget about his wife dying for a little while, even though it's not really technically forgetting, because outside him is still remembering for the same percentage of his time. You know what I mean? Like 100% of outside him's time has the memories of that. And inside him is essentially a different person anyway. So it's not really helping him. But outer Helly exhibited an extreme level of commitment, at least to me so far, that makes me think that whatever they're doing here has massive stakes. And I'm very invested in finding out why this company thinks that what they're doing is this important and is able to recruit people who agree. Let's find out how they managed to stop Helly's latest attempt to get out of her job and find out why everyone is so freaking terrified of optics and design. Oh, okay. That implies that she was successful. Reach up and pull. Reach up and pull. They stagger their departures, so if he's leaving now, she's been in there for at least 5 minutes. She's done. Oh, and the security guard's not there. Holy shit, I wasn't expecting him to actually do it.
Jesus. Get help!
Put her up on your shoulders. All right, so if she was successful, there has to be a chip with the enter on it because there's no way that they're exiting her character this soon. Oh, okay, no, she's still alive.
Is she okay?
Can they modify his memory of this? Uh-oh. Are you gonna blame you for this? This is not his fault.
Is she alive?
They cannot reasonably blame him for this. But then again, it's a corporation. Corporations aren't reasonable.
She has severe bruising, but thankfully, no permanent damage.
What are you guys gonna do? She clearly does not want to be here.
This happened on your watch, Marcus. And you can thank Kier himself it went the way it did.
Thank Kier. If Kier shows up at the end with actual god powers and tentacles, of course. How does this place not have cameras literally like everywhere? It's a major flaw.
My failure to break into the literary world in my 20s was devastating. Yet it taught me a vital lesson. That it was not me who was wrong, but literature itself.
That is the most pretentious bullshit ever.
Look in the mirror, bro.
What separates man from machine is that machines cannot think for themselves. Also, they are made of metal.
Oh my god, he's awful.
And at the end of the row, it's one of the more affordably sized.
Oh my god. Units. Did these guys go to a freaking birthing cabin?
Pay attention.
It's like psychotically expensive. It's like a freaking lodge. I hate whoever's in there.
It's just fat cats making fat kittens.
Yeah. You guys are not skinny cats. You clearly have a lot of money.
The fetus is drawn to clear air. Purging secrets can create a soul void that speeds the labor.
Okay, and we want that.
Oh, we do. Mark, I love you, and I feel hurt that you haven't called me to thank me for the book yet.
Wow, Rickon is like a test from the universe itself.
Mark, would you help me hang the kelp?
Hang the kelp?
Why are we hanging kelp?
Do you really want me to explain it?
Yes, Rickon, explain it. Why are we hanging kelp, Rickon, you weirdo who touches people's feet?
I'm another pregnant lady. I'm from over there. I just came out on a coffee run, and I got distracted by your beautiful coffee, and I was wondering if there's any chance you could hook me up.
You know what? Nothing better happened to Mark's sister. She's charming. She seems really sweet, and her brother needs her.
Oh, I'm Devin. Gabby.
Devin, okay.
Thank you
Devin.
for narcotics. My husband is driving me fucking crazy.
Yeah, and coffee is technically a narcotic, isn't it?
Is it your first?
Yeah. Yours?
May 3rd.
I swear I know this actress.
No.
Baby's middle name could have been so lovely a tribute to her, but I understand you were unable to be comfortable with it.
Passive aggression really irritates me.
I bet Alexa would give you another shot.
I bet she wouldn't.
I bet you could ask her.
I didn't sense any chemistry between him and Alexa.
Hold on, can I squeeze your hand?
Yeah. There we go.
Do not give her all of your fingers. I learned that lesson a long time ago. Give a pregnant woman 2 fingers. Less, she'll break them. More, she'll crush them.
I kind of think Lumon might be
Evil?
up to something.
Well,
What do you mean? Like with your paychecks?
Your
No, just been
paychecks.
hearing stuff.
Sister's first thought was that money was messed up. Oh no, is this sister gonna turn out to be evil?
When she sees you, it's important your eyes be kind. Do you know how to make your eyes kind?
Kind without pity or kind with pity? Some people really hate kindness with pity.
You're okay. It's all right.
Yeah, that's not kindness.
They locked away the extension cords and other dangerous items, so, you You should be safe.
There's glass in that clock. You have cutlery. There's plenty of ways she can still kill herself here.
Do you want to talk about it?
Oh, good job with... I wonder how makeup achieved that. Like, did they actually just have the actress stand there and they do a little...
I'm to watch her for signs of sadness and verbally encourage her to forego further suicide attempts. Upon request, I can also perform a hug.
I've been exhibiting signs of sadness. Could I get one of those?
No.
Oh, you can't blame a dude for trying. I would absolutely try to get a hug from you, too. Also, a hug from the boss. I don't discriminate. Age ain't nothing but a number. Uh-oh. Irving's having the oil dream again. Why oil?
We lose you again there, buddy?
He's been here the longest, right?
Something's come up.
So I'm wondering if it's...
And I'd like to seek Burt's
if
counsel.
it's a symptom of something going wrong with the implant, or if it's just something that naturally happens over time eventually anyway, or if maybe there were different versions of the implant and he has like an older version. I'm surprised they don't have like a holy writ against making imagery of... Okay, seriously, what the hell is this?
It's the O&D coup, isn't it?
The O&D coup?
One that Dylan talks about. Nothing like that could happen here.
What? That looked like something that was going on in like an old-timey cabin or something. What the hell?
You ran a 266 on Irving B?
I thought it might dissuade him from spending so much time with Burt G.
Oh, so you sent the image.
You're having her watch Heli R.
I am.
May I ask why?
The light of discovery shines truer upon a virgin meadow than a beaten path.
What you talking about, Willis?
I can watch Heli R while you're gone. It's only a few minutes, right?
Distribution supplies 8 minutes. Round trip.
Casey feels more like a robot than anyone we've met so far. If they ever do a Big O adaptation, I nominate her to play our Dorothy.
Heli, I just realized I haven't shown you where we keep the extra pen caps.
You can kill yourself with pen caps.
Careful out there, boss. Weird energy about.
Dylan. Is optics and design about to kill Casey? Who are you talking to, buddy? Yeah, you're a psychiatrist. I mean, you're not going to do anything about that? Bro was talking to himself. I'm starting to question a lot of these expansion offices. If the plastic sheeting is really because of them getting offices ready for new workers.
I thought maybe if we work on it together, we can...
I'm not your new PD.
They're not going to let you die, Ellie. You need to find some way to deal with being here.
Mark took her to look at pen caps.
Where? Now.
They're fine.
Just at the end of the storage wing.
Is it though?
Burt G is in the conference room.
That's interesting. Was Casey told to put these two together?
Well, I mean... Ah! Dylan, oh my God! What are you doing?
He was coming at you!
He's coming right for us!
What do you want? In here.
Tell you what, they need to give them better incentives than fucking like Chinese finger
It's for her
traps
to
and
wake
shit.
up while the life drains out of her and to know it was me who did it.
Is that a baby crying? What in the actual fuck is happening right now?
Why did you lie about the number of...
Why are you trying to whisper? Dylan is right there.
People just talk about MDR, stupid old stories, jokes even.
What do you mean?
They tell him that MDR massacred everybody.
You each have a larval offspring that will jump out and attack if we get too close.
That's fucking psycho.
It reminds me of crazy rumors and beliefs that people would spread around to get ethnic groups to not like each other. Well, that ethnic group, they're all born with tails. What the fuck? Why is there a goat? Is O&D going to be having like a freaking sacrifice or something? Come back, kid.
You think you're very clever, don't you?
What?
They're not ready.
What?
You can't take them yet. They're not ready.
What?
It isn't time.
What? Isn't time for what? What the fuck is happening right now? When I was in high school, I actually went tearing off in a kayak, thinking I was rescuing children who were screaming for help. And when I get there, it was a bunch of goats.
I mean, you know that relationships beyond the platonic are frowned upon anyway.
No, you two are going to be a thing, huh?
There is something in the storeroom I'd like to show you. And Dylan, of course.
What's in the storeroom?
It's called the Macro Data Refinement Calamity.
Okay, but we've never done anything like that. Why the hell would there be two versions of the same painting?
Why does the company want their divisions not to just not like each other, but to be terrified of each other?
You're both unhurt.
We are.
I'm glad. I was scared.
You don't seem scared, Casey.
You're not stopping it.
The surest way to tame a prisoner is to let him believe he's free.
Facts.
Upstairs wouldn't look kindly on this.
Yes, Daddy.
A little bit of kink there.
Excuse me, everyone.
They're like, oh no, it's the demons from MDR.
They're from MDR. They're friends.
Worlds are colliding. What is this place? What the fuck is going on in this place? It's starting to feel more like a psychological experiment, but one run by people who aren't 100% sure how humans work. You know, it's like the more the show goes on, the further and further the idea that this is going to involve some sort of like eldritch,
That's a made-up word.
elder god, alien Cthulhu type shit. When we get to the end of all of this, it's gonna be it's gonna be like freaking Nyarlathotep sitting there, like with a gigantic computer and like thousands of fingers like typing away, going, so that's what makes humans tick. You know what I mean? It's like, what the actual fuck is this place? Why are there all these empty hallways and empty office spaces, and why are the departments separated from each other to such a degree that they're even taught to fear each other? What the fuck is happening? Why is there an entire room full of goats? I don't even know where to begin unpacking this episode. What the hell? What on earth? What am I watching right now? Seriously, like if I were like a hyperdimensional being who came to this reality and settled on Earth and then started trying to understand the dominant life form on this planet, this is the kind of shit I would devise. Okay, well, my brain can't make sense of what I just saw, so I'm gonna shelve all of that later. That's going into the I don't have enough data category right now to really make any sort of educated guesses.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
Let me know what you guys thought of this episode in the comments. If you can come up with some cogent speculation, lay it on me. But obviously, if you know what's coming next, do not spoil it. If you want to talk about spoilers, as always, use a spoiler warning, 5 or 6 lines of empty space, and then talk about whatever. I'm going to have to share this with my mom. I can just see her trying to work this out. We both love mysteries. I didn't steal it. You know what I mean? Like, I got my love of sci-fi, mystery, comic books, all that stuff. It all came from my mom. Thanks again for watching this with me. Do your best to stay safe and be well, and I will see you for the next one. Bye-bye.
You like Huey Lewis and the News?
They're okay.
Their early work was a little too new wave for my taste. But when Sports came out in '83, I think they really came into their own.